Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome back to your go-to channel, the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. Today we have 3 jam-packed updates about our Blue Army, which have just come to notice a few hours ago. The front office is making moves, rumors are swirling, and we have some massive news about the future of this franchise. So, if you are a true Jays fan, you do not want to miss these updates. And yes, before we start the video, I request that if you are new to the channel, then do not forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with everything happening at the Rogers Center. So let's dive right into today's first big headlines. Update 1. The future is here? Jays snatch mystery shortstop in surprise move. All right, folks, let us dive right into our first major story of the day. We all know the Toronto Blue Jays have had a very busy offseason heading into the 2026 Major League Baseball season. We kick things off in a big way, signing Dylan Cease, Cody Ponce, Tyler Rogers, and Kazuma Okamoto. It felt like the front office was finally pushing all the chips in. But lately, things have slowed down to a degree, and it has been a bit quiet out there. We know the heartbreak we all felt. Toronto was in the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes before he signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And despite the Philadelphia Phillies being a favorite to sign Bo Bichette, we were linked to him until the very end, right before the New York Mets swooped in and signed him to a 3-year contract. It has been a roller coaster of emotions for the Blue Army, but while the trade market appears to be heating up for the Blue Jays and the rest of Major League Baseball, General Manager Ross Atkins has quietly made a move that might not shake the ground today, but could change the landscape of our team tomorrow. According to reports that just surfaced, the Toronto Blue Jays have officially signed a new shortstop, David Vargas. Now, you might be asking, who is David Vargas? Well, let me tell you, this kid has an interesting profile that should interest every single Blue Jays fan. According to the transaction log for the Blue Jays on Spotrac, they have signed shortstop David Vargas for a signing bonus of $300,000. Francis Romero also has Vargas on the list of players the Blue Jays signed from the international free agent class of 2026. In fact, according to that list, Vargas has the 4th highest bonus in the class. Currently, there is no official listing on the Blue Jays transaction log because this news is so fresh. But here is what we know. Vargas is currently 16 years old and is attending baseball prep school at Cartersville High School. PerfectGame.org has him listed at 5'11" and 175 pounds. Since Vargas is still playing high school baseball, the stats are limited, but the scouting report from Perfect Game should leave Toronto fans incredibly optimistic. They describe him as having a medium athletic build with lots of room to get stronger. Let's talk about his hitting because this is where it gets exciting. He is a left-handed hitter who sets up with an open stance and an inward toe tap trigger. The scouts say he has rhythm and looseness to his hands and fires them on time. It is a very high-contact swing with advanced barrel control. He makes contact to all fields and is viewed as a very projectable young hitter. Defensively, he is a primary shortstop. He has easy athletic actions, plays quiet and comfortable, and shows nice footwork and balance. He has some arm strength now, with even more expected to come as he matures. The report summarizes him as skills over tools at present, but with lots of physical projection. And the numbers back it up. In 42 games at shortstop, Vargas recorded 30 runs and 22 runs batted in. But listen to this discipline. He recorded only 14 strikeouts in 144 plate appearances. That gives him a strikeout rate of just 9%. That is elite bat-to-ball skill. Additionally, as a leadoff hitter, he recorded a stunning 350 batting average. While we are waiting on Major League roster moves, this signing shows the Jays are still aggressively building the farm system. We will have to wait a few years before we see Vargas at the Rogers Center, but remember the name, because the foundation is being built right now. Update 2. Forget Cody Bellinger. This shocking trade target could save the offseason. Moving on to our second big story, and this one is going to stir up some serious debate in the comment section. We need to talk about the big bat, or the lack of one, in our lineup right now. Let us be real for a second, Jays Nation. The Toronto Blue Jays came into this offseason looking to take a huge swing in free agency. And while they have absolutely done that on the pitching staff, they have failed to land that premier slugger we all wanted. We were the favorites to sign Kyle Tucker all winter long, and fans across Canada had their hearts broken again with another crushing second-place finish as the four-time All-Star signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. In the wake of the Tucker news, Toronto has understandably been linked to the other top outfielder on the open market, New York Yankees star Cody Bellinger. Reports are saying that talks between Bellinger and New York seem to have hit a stalemate, which technically grows the chances of the Blue Jays swooping in. However, here's the twist. By the sounds of it, the Blue Jays front office is simply not in love with the 2019 National League Most Valuable Player in the same way they were with Tucker. That hesitation could muddy the waters on a long-term offer. So, if Ross Atkins and the management team aren't crazy about Bellinger, where do we go? Well, a new report suggests a move on the trade market makes way more sense, targeting one of the most underrated players in Major League Baseball, Cleveland Guardians standout Steven Kwan. This would be a shocking blockbuster, but hear me out. Steven Kwan is one of the better all-around outfielders in the league. He has won Gold Glove awards in each of his first 4 seasons in the big leagues. That is elite defense. On top of that, he has been named an All-Star in each of the last 2 campaigns. Let us look at the numbers, because they are impressive. In those last 2 years, Kwan has slashed a batting average of 281, an on-base percentage of 347, and a slugging percentage of 396. He has accumulated 7.6 Baseball Reference wins above replacement in just 278 games played. We know he lacks in the power department. He is not going to hit 40 home runs. But he more than makes up for it with his ability to get on base, not to mention playing Gold Glove caliber defense in left field. Imagine entrenching one of the best defenders in baseball in left and adding that high-contact lefty bat to the lineup. It fits perfectly. Perhaps the most attractive part of this deal? Steven Kwan is under team control through the end of the 2027 season before hitting free agency. That is 2 full years of control. Now, what would it take? Because of his all-around ability, trading for Kwan is not going to be a small feat. He has been rumored to be on the trade block for over a year now, but clearly, no one has met Cleveland's asking price. For Toronto, it would likely take at least one top 10 prospect, if not even more than that. Ross Atkins would have to weigh how much he likes Kwan against the stars of tomorrow in our farm system. But if the Guardians are still looking to move on from him for a maximum return, Toronto is a team that should be on the phone trying to do whatever it takes to land him. He is the exact type of high-contact hitter that balances out our lineup.
Update 3. Major Rogers Center upgrades and 50th anniversary logo revealed. And finally, for our third update, we are looking at something truly special. This season is not just about another playoff push. It is about history. The Toronto Blue Jays have officially revealed their plans for the franchise's upcoming 50th anniversary. It is hard to believe, but several decades have passed since the birth of this franchise. On March 26, 1976, Toronto officially landed a Major League Baseball franchise. By March 1977, the Fresh Ball Club was gearing up for its spring training debut. Now, 50 years later, the team is pulling out all the stops to commemorate years of success, learning, and historic records. To celebrate this golden milestone, Toronto is planning to provide fans with a completely new stadium experience this season. Once opening night arrives, Rogers Center attendees will be warmly welcomed by new additions that take us on a walk down memory lane.
According to Keegan Matheson of MLB.com, the Rogers Center is undergoing some notable changes right now. Memorabilia will be included in renovations, but there are 3 key changes you need to know about. First, there will be 8 installations throughout the 100-level concourse honoring historic ball club figures and milestones. Second, look out for a display on the 100-level concourse in right field, specifically remembering team accomplishments from our championship years. And third, there will be a dedicated entrance for season ticket members. But that is not all. Later this season, Toronto will unveil a separate concourse display to commemorate members of the level of excellence, allowing fans to experience memorabilia from Blue Jays greats up close. In addition to these renovations, the ball club has released its new logo representing the anniversary. The energy at the Rogers Center is expected to be electric this year, and honestly, it feels like the timing is perfect. With Toronto's phenomenal run in the World Series last year, they have proven their capability. They have added new arms to the mix, and it is not unrealistic to assume the Blue Jays could make another appearance in the postseason. Perhaps 50 will be the magic number for the ball club to clinch that elusive 3rd World Series title. The fan experience has been revamped, the roster is being fine-tuned, and the 2026 campaign is looking like one for the history books. So there you have it, Jays Nation. We have got a mystery shortstop prospect in David Vargas with an elite contact bat, a potential blockbuster trade target in Steven Kwan to fix our left field, and a massive 50th anniversary celebration that could end with a World Series trophy. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these updates has you the most hyped? Do you think we should trade for Kwan, or are you holding out hope for a different big bat? And are you planning to visit the Rogers Center this year to see the new history displays? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a breaking update about our boys in blue. Until next time, keep your head up and let's go Blue Jays.